Hi, I'm John,
And I'm Ted.
and welcome back to Awesome
Awesome
Quest.
Quest.
Guys, just like in the last episode, we are dubbing this episode over due to some technical issues and some human error, as it is said. So, welcome to our kind of watch-along. I guess we could call it a watch-along.
Yeah, it is kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird that we're doing this. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast kind of doing it. It's an interesting format because it's almost like we're casting ourselves. And by casting ourselves, I mean we're talking about stupid shit while watching it.
Yeah.
Because that's
And
actually what's happening.
Last time, you were mentioning Christmas gifts and Dungeons & Dragons and a candy maker in your Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
Yeah, and he's the
So,
sweetest boy.
Yeah. So, for now, I'll go on to my Christmas shopping because I don't have much money and I was only able to get stuff for my brother because I don't know my parents that well. It sounds
Dude,
bad, but the thing I wanted to get him only shipped to Europe, and I have no friends in Europe who I would be like, hey, can I have this shipped to you and you can ship it to me? So I didn't buy it. I bought him two Warhammer 40k like action figures,
Oh, damn, nice.
as well as from the Ultramarines, because those are his favorite Legion. Then I got him a Dark Angels hoodie, which is another one of the Legions.
Nice.
So those are the things that I got him.
Dude, like when it comes to Warhammer, if we're talking Warhammer fantasy, my favorite is the Skaven.
Mm-hmm.
I love my little Ratman.
Yeah.
And if we're talking Warhammer 40k, my favorite is the Tyranids.
The Tyranids are really interesting.
Yeah.
I like the Necrons, and I really like Trazen the Infinite.
Ooh, yeah.
Who's just giant planet-sized museum.
Yeah. One of these days we should have either Ben or my buddy Nigel on to talk about Warhammer.
Or both.
Or both, yeah.
They would probably get along real well.
Oh, for sure they would. If we do that, though,
I just found out that my brother was like global elite in CS:GO, whatever that means.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah, he was like, I was at the top, Ted.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for him. Ben is one of those, for the audience, Ben is one of those mystery humans that, like...
The neighbors don't know. He wears a hoodie all the time. He lives in the house except for to go to work.
He's a hermit. And, like, that being said, he's one of the most bombastic people I've ever met.
He's really cool.
In person. Which, like, you don't normally associate with, like, somebody who has, like, a hermetic lifestyle. Somebody who, like, stays in one place. They don't really leave. They kind of just do their own thing.
It's more like he likes to stay in his own comfort zone.
Yeah, he's a very comfortable person. I gotta agree with him. I kind of have a similar thing going on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I believe when that happened, I went, ah!
Yeah, I think so.
But, like, I kind of have a similar problem, but mine is more, there's not enough hours in the day for the things I need to do, so whenever I have free time, I just kind of sit around on my ass and do nothing.
Yeah. That sounds about right for me as well.
And Ben's kind of thing is, like, you know what I want to do? I want to just, like, sit down, boot up my computer, play a video game, fucking party.
Yeah.
Like... Your brother's chill as fuck, and I fucking appreciate it.
I think I told you yesterday that he told me he started watching Vinland Saga, and I promptly lost my mind because I love that series.
I think Vinland Saga's done by Funimation.
It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. That means I won't be able to watch it right now.
I could probably send you our login details.
Wait a minute. My mom has Amazon Prime.
Oh, then you would be able to watch it.
So I might be able to watch it. Yeah. Oh, I remember this spot because I was literally like, I don't feel like cutting them with my thing, so I'm just gonna blast them.
Yeah. So, on the candy thing, the candy maker, if
if
the character wasn't as incredibly sweet as you made them out to be, and in Pathfinder there is a demon, harbinger. Mind you, demon is D-A-E rather than D-E. This is the neutral evil faction.
Okay.
In Pathfinder.
Just so we can see
there is a demon harbinger whose domains are whose areas of concern are abduction, strangers, and sweets.
Oh man.
It is like it is the most nightmare-fueled demon, like evil character.
Dude, yeah, for sure.
That in like any setting.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, guys, rewind back to the last episode. His candy shop is called Pop's Lollies,
Nice.
and he's Eugene Pops Gladwell. I love him so much, and he talks with a southern accent, and he just kind of has a good time and makes candy for folks. And there was a really sweet moment where one of the characters
I think I had to warn you about that Kicky boy.
You did, because otherwise I would have fucking ate shit.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm out.
Because it really isn't worth it.
No, it's not. But one of the characters, they picked up a couple strays, and by strays I mean like a couple homeless kids, to just kind of like, because in D&D, a lot of times there isn't an adoption agency. People just kind of like, if a kid needs help, and you're willing to help, you kind of just pick them up and help them.
Or you do the Garen from Fire Emblem Fates. You're my child now, just reach out and grab them. That seems more like an evil thing to do, and considering what happened in that storyline, it's definitely evil.
Oh yeah, this was the point where I was like, just get me fucking out of here.
And the undead babies.
Oh god, they're the worst.
They're even worse in Demon Souls in the Maiden Estrella pit fight arena. Because they're not skelly babies. They're fleshy aborted babies.
Gross.
And they cause plague. They cause plague. And
Gross.
there are so many of them.
Get out of here, Pinwheel.
There are just so many of them. It's horrible.
But what was I saying?
Dungeons and Dragons, and kids.
Oh yes. One of the PCs, Sage, picked up a couple of like abandoned kids, and is kind of, and this was super recent, so like they only just got to his place, and
always forget Nito has that drop damage.
Yeah. And so Sage was like, I want to pick up like a little box of candies for them, and Jesus, that damage is fucking.
You don't even have the Crown of Dusk on.
Nope. If I had the Crown of Dust on, it'd probably be like what, 1500?
I'd say about 1200 to 1500. Yeah.
God.
Oh, man.
We'll get back to the story in a second, but yeah, that ta-da! I beat Nito. Congratulations! Clap, everybody! Applause! Fucking stupid shit.
I love magic in these type of
But so Sage picked up a couple boxes of candy, but since he's the only one who runs the candy shop, he had to go deliver it himself, which like he literally was like, now unfortunately I gotta shuffle you out because you just asked me to deliver an order for you, and he hops on a bike, which was also a mimic, and like it pedaled itself away, and it was so cute. And all of my players were like,
"It's so sweet. You're gonna give me diabetes."
Yeah, all of my players were like, "We love him. If anything happens to him, we will kill ourselves, and we will kill whoever
everything
did
in
it."
a 100-mile radius.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yay! I made a cute one." Considering I try and make all my NPCs likable in some way. So like, I have a blacksmith who's a little sandpapery, but like, they notice he has like tiny metalwork figurines that he like dotes on. So like a weird little quirk that's funny and silly and cute, despite the fact that he's kind of gruff. I have a merchant. This is for the upcoming campaign. I think I may have told you about them. But it's a merchant couple who own a magic store.
Is this for the one that you were world building for?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a merchant couple, and it's totally just based on Scammy and I.
Nice.
And they own a magic shop that every time you enter it, it changes. Like its loadout changes. So you could like walk in and be like, oh man, I forgot my coin purse. You walk out and walk back in again, and its layout is completely different.
So right now you're heading to the Great Hollow, I think.
Yes, because we're going to fight Calamite.
Well, no, Calamite is in the DLC. So actually, that might have been in a previous episode, in an earlier episode. Or
did we?
I can't, because I know, well, we'll see. We'll find out. Because right now there's only the Covenant.
You know what? Oh, we go to the Great Hollow, we do the, like, hey, check out this awesome area, guys, and then we warp to Calamite.
Oh, right.
That was what we did. God, it's been a while.
Then Gwen.
Yeah, and then we do Gwen, and there's me, like, fucking on the geometry there.
Yeah.
This area, even at the high level that I am at this point, I fucking hate the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's where the camera decides to shit its pants.
Yeah, it does.
I hate that tunnel because the camera just poops its pants.
Blight Town.
In my playthrough where I was trying to do pyromancy and eventually restarted,
Yeah.
I got to this point to run into the pyromancy lady. I couldn't see her.
Oh, so you didn't have it to +10.
Something attacked. No, it was to +10.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was?
No, I made another file.
Okay.
Yeah, where I did pyromancy. Got to this point, couldn't, like, I went to the wrong side of the pillar and I was like, oh man,
okay.
fucked up. Enemy attacked me. I used a pyromancy spell.
And you killed
hit
her? Oh.
And then I had to fight her.
Oh, that is the worst.
And I was like, God damn it. Oh, there's the gross leeches.
Oh, I get that. That has happened more than I would like to admit.
Yeah. That's kind of the big tricky thing with From Software games. If you guys aren't super familiar with From Software games, every
you can aggro NPCs.
Every NPC can be aggroed, and most NPCs are stronger than you pretty much any time during the game.
And in Bloodborne, they have max stats, especially like NPC hunters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, NPC hunters are motherfuckers. I think Sam purposefully aggroed one to get their armor set.
Yeah.
And it took him like 6 or 7 attempts to beat her.
Was it Eileen?
Maybe.
The crow?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that
she's also hard.
She's also hard because of the area she's in.
Mm-hmm. The easiest way to deal with her if you do it right when you meet her is to lure her off a ledge.
Yeah.
Or to cheese her into a corner and make it so she can't hit you from where she is.
Yeah. Owie. Got like a cramp in my hand. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh, this camera. I fucking hate this camera in
The
this
Great
area.
Hollow is pretty bad, yeah.
Well, it's designed to be just a fucking traversal nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can literally watch me hesitate every time I go to, like, jump off.
Yeah.
There's a moment of, ah.
Do I want to take this jump or not? It's like you don't have Slave Knight Gale pointing down saying, take the plunge, you won't die.
Yeah, speaking of which, the only reason I haven't beaten Dark Souls 3 yet is I want to do the DLC before I fight the last boss. And I am in... Oh, Jesus, get out of here, you. Dang.
It's interesting because you don't start New Game Plus until you choose to in that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can beat the last boss and still continue on your normal save file.
I may do that then. Just because...
Only Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Bloodborne all force you into New Game Plus. Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 do not.
Okay. Because the Ring City's a bitch, man.
I love
it. Don't get me wrong. The lore is
rough.
rad, but it is rough going.
Gale is my favorite fight in the entire series.
Yeah.
I would say.
I remember the day you texted me and you were like, I beat Gale. It's like,
he is so fun.
He's so cool. He's like such a genuinely interesting boss.
Mm-hmm.
Because his whole steez is he's trying to be the last human and create the ink for the new world, right?
Mm-hmm. Basically, he's going around eating people and their blood and their souls to get like a coagulated form of like the blood of the dark soul. That's why he has like a gaping hole in his chest because like all that humanity's got to come out somehow.
Mm-hmm. Man, he's cool. He's cool as fuck. That entire area is rad as hell. It's just like the Ring City Knights are hard as hell.
They were fun for me to fight.
A lot of the other enemies in that area just
the Herald
suck.
Legion, the big bloated guys with no head.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones I have the most problems with.
Those guys suck.
Locust Preachers aren't too bad.
The locust preachers are just annoying.
The voice though on those locust preachers is pretty fucking sexy.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't ever think I would say that sentence about a locust human thing, but the voice actor is just like their voice is fantastic.
Their voice is butter smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I stop here?
I think we were talking. Oh, that might have been why. You're like, wait, well, here's something.
Oh yeah, and there was this guy right beneath
cloud.
me, and I was like, God damn it.
See, kids, this is what happens when you vape.
Yeah, it's really ironic you say that, because I was just doing I did an audition the other day that was like, vaping is bad. It was one of those though where it was clearly like somebody trying to connect to the teens. Like, no offense,
but they're
like,
kind of out of touch.
It's hard to write commercials. I get that, but God, some of these are bad.
Yeah.
This one was literally like, I didn't know. Here, you know what? I'm gonna get close to the mic for it. I didn't know what it was doing to me until I did some research on what vaping could actually do, and I was like, ugh, gross. This doesn't sound like a human.
Like a human teenager, at least.
Yeah. That's something I think, and there have been so many times where I go to record, and I look at the script, and I go, person who wrote this wrote it to be read, not to be spoken. And it's like, those are the worst, because sometimes it's like literally reading gibberish sometimes.
Look at that little baby mushroom.
These guys have so much either defense or HP. I don't know
Or
what
both.
it is, because they are tanky as fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's
look at the parents.
And then there's the clams.
Clam. Clams are just...
Do you eat clams?
No.
Neither do I.
I am a seafood person, but I don't like clams too much.
I don't like clams or oysters.
Yeah, no, oysters I can't do either.
They're pretty nasty, in my opinion. And this is the prettiest area in the entire game.
And it actually has music.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
It is so cool, and from a lore perspective, it's one of the coolest locations too.
Mm-hmm. Because this is like, what is it?
It's like the
like root of the world or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like the base of the world. Like Lordran is up above, being held up by an interwoven like lattice of tree branches.
Yeah.
Like this is like the primordial soup
of the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so cool. The music is amazing. The scene is beautiful.
Yeah. And there's a Hydra.
To this day, I think those are my least favorite enemies.
Yeah. I don't think you encountered the giant cats though. Although the Hydras are still more annoying.
Yeah, I don't think I fought giant cats.
Because like they're in water and it's easy to run off trying to hit them. And then if you aren't using magic or ranged, it's hard. And then they have range options though.
Yeah. He's attacking a clam.
Yep. I want food. Look how the head just falls off.
Yeah.
Oh man, that damage.
It's bananas, man.
I'm thinking of making a Hydra deck for EDH.
Dude, Hydras are fun. And they'd be so good in Commander.
Yeah. What was another deck I was looking at trying to build? Oh, Mutation from Ikoria and Infect. An Infect mutation deck.
Dude, that'd be brutal.
That is one I'm looking at. It looks fun. It's just that some of the best things are just expensive.
Oh yeah. I mean, some of those like high tier Infect cards are so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, I have an original version of Blightsteel Colossus.
Yeah.
That thing at one point was worth like $70.
Mm-hmm.
And then, They reprinted it.
Did they?
Yeah,
Oh.
apparently they reprinted it, which is why it's like worthless now.
If it's worthless, man, I don't think that would be worthless.
I don't think it's 100%
ridiculous.
worthless, but it is definitely like
Down.
yeah, it's pretty down from where it was.
Let's see. Yeah, it's down to like 28, 35, depending
Yeah.
where you are.
And when I originally got it, it was worth like 70.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it's not a
32.
viable card.
I mean, outside of Commander, yeah, it's not viable.
Yeah.
In Commander, you have a bunch of ways you can get that baby in nice and early.
Oh yeah. Heck, I could realistically throw it in my Commander deck.
Have enough ramp, you could also get it out nice and early too.
Yeah. I hated this last HP pip.
It's the worst part of
Finally
the Hydra
got
fights.
Yeah. Well, because their hitboxes are also their heads. Like, they have a hitbox on their body, but they often run away from you, so you
And
can't
it's too
hit
far
it.
away, yeah.
It's annoying as hell. But guys, we will see you
Next time.
Bye.